Reaching town, they stopped outside a coffee shop, their appetites sharpened, their senses still raised from lovemaking. The avenue was alive with children playing, and so Peter and Angelina, being children of 45 within adults, followed the welcoming aroma on into the cafe. There they ordered Red Lion Kona chocolate raspberry coffee and some donuts, then sat down. The cafe was a curiosity shop, full of antiques and museum pieces from the world's past, even better than the Rolling Rock Cafe. The couple's eyes swept the far walls and found a strange juxtaposition of stuffed squirrels, old clocks, Egyptian masks, rusted sides, ivory tusks, and the unlike. In their heightened imaginations, or perhaps from some real déjà vu, they again roamed the African savanna, stalked the primeval forest, and boated down the Nile, sailing along its fertile corridor. Silently drinking the exotic coffee, they were transported by its fumes to the bean's source in the lush forests of Hawaii's Kona coast. Peter spoke about the natives there, the picture-perfect weather, the lush green-sided cliffs, the frothy surf, the volcanic black sand beaches, the views of the other islands off in the misty distance of time, and of the new islands still forming, as like their love, several miles beneath the sea, volcanic cones ever building and forming from the passion of the fire god, Pele, his lava steaming in the water, as when male meets female, for fire and water make steam, building into an island base in the abysmal desert of the ocean, a pyramid of hope reaching for the surface and the sky. Peter was next drawn by Angelina's eyes into a painting of Camelot that focused on the famous archway of the Dragon's Gate, the entrance used only by the greatest of Arthur's knights. Dipping her brush in poetry's medium, she remarked to Peter that this moment of their relationship, this beginning, was the start of a painting that was to become a masterpiece by a great artist, a love scene created by the joining of passion's color with the details of everyday life, for her support programs had taught her to live life one day at a time, each day a perfect fit unto the others, like a new stone added to a stone fence in such a way as to touch as many other stones as possible, yet each new stone a piece separate from the whole, and that such small moments of stability and enjoyment would allow time to take care of all. And so she wrote as much in her daily journal, at the table, as she spoke her thoughts out loud now for Peter to hear. I've had my ups, downs, and arounds on life's carousel, Peter, and in doing so have collected some trophies of men from undesirable classes, cheap carnival toys as they turned out, whose tenure mercifully was short. But I'm older and wiser now, and I can quickly see past the insincere, the desperate, the addicted, and the hopeless. So, I'm not afraid to say to you now, even in risk of unbalancing that tenuous seesaw of independence and involvement that are sometimes the focuses of men and women respectively, that I need you, Peter, for you are driven not by desperation or pain, but by the purest motives of love, and so you sustain your affection with only the goodness of giving. Peter nodded, unafraid, willing to love her without reserve, and in this briefness his promise of commitment held more weight than the wordiest answer. Their love, the keystone in the archway, the masterpiece that she referred to, would complete and support each other's bending tower of stones, the leaning weight of the years, a strength now redirected from weakness. After dessert they sat back, sated, absorbing again the old-time decor of the place, noting in particular the ancient hourglass, made of welded brass, that rested on the shelf above them, as then, Peter and Angelina, still resonating in two-part harmonic choice, rose together with a start and quickly read the inscription written on the old timepiece. In a mixed revelation it said, in both English and Latin, and in so many words and interlanguage puns, that a moment unseized loses its momentum, that one can pass through life unaware, like sand through an hourglass, and that time should rather be worn by everyone, as by emperors and kings, like a royal diadem of momentous gems. Thus, the engraving, in the total sum of its demonstration, proclaimed the motto of Carpe Diem, or seize the day, Angelina added later near the point of parting so that he need not say it. It will not always be easy, Peter, for love always wants more, and so love doesn't always listen to reason. I know, but our hearts are pure.
Each in town, they stopped outside a coffee shop. Their appetites sharpened, their senses still raised from love-making. They followed the welcoming aroma on into the cafe. There they ordered red light, cola, chocolate, raspberry, coffee and donuts. And was us is still raised from love-making. They follow the welcoming aroma into the cafe. There they ordered red lion, cola, chocolate, raspberry.
The cafe was a curiosity shop full of antiques and museum pieces from the world's past.
Her eyes swept the foul walls and found a strange juxtaposition of stuffed squirrels, old clocks, Egyptian masks, rusted scythe, ivory tusked, and the unlife. In their heightened imaginations they roam the African savannah, stalk the primeval forest, and bolted down the Nile, sailing along its fertile corridor. Silently drinking the exotic coffee, they were transported by its fumes to the bean source in the lush forest of Hawaii's Kona coast. Peter told about the natives there, a picture of perfect weather, the lush green-sided cliffs, the frothy surf, the volcanic black sand beaches, the views of the other islands off in the misty distance of time and of the new island. Still forming like their love several miles beneath the sea, volcanic cones ever building and forming from the passion of the fire. But Pele is lava steaming in the water, as when male meets female for fire and water makes steam, building into an island base in the abysmal desert of the ocean, a pyramid of hope, reaching for the surface and the sky is mine. Of the keystone in the archway, the masterpiece would complete and support each other's bending tower of stones. The leaning weight of the years, a strength now redirected from weakness after desert. They sat back sated, absorbing again the old-time decor of the cafe, noting the ancient hourglass, made of welded brass that rested on the shelf above them. As then Peter and Angelina, still resonating in two-part harmonic choice, rose together with a start and quickly read the inscription written on the old-time key.
In a mixed revelation it said, in both English and Latin, and in so many words, and interlanguage puns, that a moment unseized loses its momentum, that one can pass through life unaware like sand through an hourglass, and that time should rather be worn by everyone as by emperors and kings, like a royal diadem of momentous gems. Thus the enrivature in the total sum of its demonstration proclaimed the motto of Carpe Diem, or seize the day. They once again float across the seas of the centuries. They spotted the first flying reptile sighted near man on the African savannah. Swam in the sunken Druid cities of Atlantis, saw Merlin building Stonehenge and burying the crimson chalice beneath it, witnessed the scaffolding around the pyramids that had formed the slow stone ramps, glimpsed the last temptation of Christ, beheld the fall of Constantinople, and looked at the first printing press.